on this episode of Video Marketing Madness, how you can use videos to make more sales. And today's episode is made possible by freevideoeditor.co. Are you looking to make videos but you're not sure how to edit yet? Maybe you don't want to spend the money on a high-end editor? Well, now you can get one completely for free by heading on over to freevideoeditor.co. Not only do we have the video editing program, but we've got a lot of great goodies to go along with it to make sure that your videos are as good as possible. So start off today by heading over to freevideoeditor.co and leave off the last M for marketing. Why not? All right, let's hit that funky jingle, boys.
Kick that to funky music.
He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy. His skill is where it's at, even if he's a little fat. He's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing so sick. He's Ray the video guy, yeah, Ray the video guy.
And it's the radio show about video marketing madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper on the Earn.show podcast network. You can also find us on Stitcher and Apple Podcasts.
Yes,
isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is.
And many other fine podcatchers.
Wherever you get your podcasts from.
That's right.
Other fine stores.
Fine stores. Well,
so
this
Steve, boy,
this is good. Huh?
A lot of weird things going on in the world of video and Facebook and everything else this week, and it's kind of exciting to see all the different things going on. But right now there's an article about views of sponsored video content has jumped 258% since last year.
That is wacky.
That is wacky, wild stuff. It's
wacky, wild stuff.
And boy, oh boy, they're getting even farther into it because Facebook is now going to allow you to go live to your stories. If you know what a story is, story is the Snapchat ripoff that Facebook has.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that sounded familiar. Yeah.
Right. And you can actually go live directly to those stories now, or at least let me change that. Some people can go live directly to their stories. Pretty soon everybody will, but some people can do it right now. Much with all of this Facebook stuff, they tend to roll it out slowly to a few people and then scale it out bigger after it seems to work for itself. So very exciting stuff. It really is.
Yeah, that is very cool. Yeah,
indeed.
I really like that.
But of course, We're here to talk more about how to make money with your videos and how to increase sales. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, because believe it or not, there are a lot of different ways you can make money using videos. And the first one I want to talk about is one that actually I don't really do a whole lot with. But it's one that most people are probably familiar with, and that is to get a place like YouTube or, nowadays even Facebook starting to do it to pay you for your videos. Now, what are the positives about this? Well, you don't have to do anything other than make your videos and set up your little AdSense setup for YouTube. And that's all you have to do. Problem being, you have to get lots and lots of views. And unless you've got something that's really entertaining, it's probably not going to make you a whole lot of money. So you need to have something that specifically appeals to a wide range of audience that just want to casually watch. So obviously, marketing videos for plumbers is not going to do that for you. However, if you do something dealing with like a cooking show or unboxing videos, sometimes these fact videos, like 10 facts about X, Y, or Z, those types of things, video game content, if you're doing video game tutorials, you can make some pretty good money there. Professional wrestling. Go become a professional wrestler. Actually, I bring that up because that's kind of a joke, because that's one of the categories that Facebook actually stopped paying for when they cut back on the naughty content, because apparently the main reason being is not so much the violence or anything like that, but I guess some of these extreme ones were pretty vulgar and people didn't want their stuff on there, and so that they kind of got lumped into that category. So that's kind of a joke. However, if you do want to slap on some spandex and leap off the top rope, who knows? Maybe you can make some money doing that as well off of YouTube.
I could do sumo.
There you go. You could do sumo. Sumo would probably not be blocked from ads. Yeah. But that's our first thing is, money directly from places like YouTube, you can make a really good living. There are people literally making millions and millions of dollars doing this. In fact, many of them are underpaid for what they're doing, because if you think about it, some of these guys that are very popular on YouTube, they have a bigger audience each and every week than some of the top television programs do. Right. So if you look at, I believe last year, the top 2 television programs, I think, were The Walking Dead and The Big Bang Theory. And, you think about The Big Bang Theory, those guys are making, $1 million an episode, some of them. And they're doing 24 episodes. So they're making a ton of money, and there's multiples of them. And yet they get half the audience of some of these YouTube channels that only have one person in them. And that person's only making $7 to $8 million a year or whatever, which is not anything to cry about. But the point being is that these audiences are underpaid at this point, and I think that's going to go up in the future, as people tend to understand a little more about the advertising and the opportunities there. So I think it's safe to say that if you are good at what you do on YouTube, if you're entertaining, if you've got a subject matter that many people are willing to look at and watch, you could actually do quite well, and that's a pretty exciting thing. But that's just one way of making money. That's the most obvious one, the simplest one, and one that people kind of think of. But quite honestly, it's not for everybody.
2 million, 5 million, 10 million views. I've seen it.
Oh, you need
on a regular basis.
You need millions and millions of views in order to really make a good living with it. And many people do that. It's not unheard of. In fact, I was joking about putting on spandex and jumping off the top rope, but as I look at the top grossing channels each month, as far as the top channels getting the most views, and the WWE is always in the top 3, top 5, sometimes number 1, and that's a big business that is taking YouTube very seriously, and they're running they're getting billions of views, and they're running ads on it. So we're talking about the opportunity for people to make just an absolute fortune. Big businesses making an absolute fortune by doing this. So the little guys, you can definitely do that as well. But it definitely is not easy. You got to have an audience, and it's tough to get the audience. But that is one way you could definitely make money, even if it's just a little bit of money. Do something entertaining, get a decent audience. You could start making a few $100s here and there, bring it up to a few $1,000s. So you can do well with that. And Steve, what would your channel be if you were going to get onto YouTube and start doing something entertaining? What would you do?
Sumo. I'd be a sumo wrestler.
Right back to the sumo. I love it. That would be great.
Bodybuilding.
We'll put you back into the big diaper and have you
big
sumo
diaper.
wrestle.
Yeah. Baby Huey.
There we go. You look like Baby Huey out there. The next Yokozuna of internet sumo would be Steve Sleeper. I love it. Yokozuna Sleeper.
Yeah, that could make weird faces too. Weird.
There you go, the face channel. All right, so with that, obviously, for most people, getting millions and millions of views is not something that they're going to be able to do, at least not right out of the gate. So there are other options for you to be able to make money with video, and they don't all involve YouTube. Now, YouTube certainly can be a part of that, but there are plenty of other ways to use video to make money outside of that. One being with Facebook Live, one being just creating sales videos for your websites. And so that's kind of the stuff we're going to talk about today to really help you to understand how you can profit from these videos that you put out there. And as I mentioned, the first one being sales videos. Obviously, if you sell a product, you've got a web page. That web page has information. Why not use a video? And there's a multitude of reasons to do this. One being, obviously, that when you put a video on there, you can explain to people who learn more visually about your product. You can demonstrate your product. It's just a much more hands-on sort of tool to help sell your product. On top of that, by having a YouTube video having a video on that website, you can actually improve your SEO.
That's right.
And when you do that, you're going to get higher in the search engines. You get higher in the search engine, more people are going to come to the page with a video on there. They're going to convert better. So now you're multiplying your efforts just by putting video on your sales page. And the great thing about that is it doesn't have to be a YouTube video. It doesn't have to be Vimeo. It can be self-hosted. It's all going to help you out because one of the big factors in ranking videos in SEO is watch time or time on page. And if they come to your website and they leave immediately and you have a high bounce rate, you're going to go down. You put a video on there, people stay and watch that video for a minute. Well, that's going to cut your bounce rates down. It's going to keep people on the page averaging longer, and it's going to help you with your rankings, and it's going to be a good boost to your website. So that's one thing you definitely want to do, is use videos for your website. And it doesn't have to be a sales video. That's one thing that we mentioned, is a sales video. On there, you could have demo videos. Maybe it's if you're selling a software, maybe it's a walkthrough of how to use the software. If it's a product that you use at home, it's a demonstration of somebody using it in their home. If you're a local business, a plumber, it could be somebody on there talking about plumbing issues. A dentist could be talking about, dental issues, things like that. And of course, on top of just the video on your sales page, why not have video blogs? Video blogs get a lot of attention, even for small businesses. We've seen, dentists who do video blogs and do very well with it, because they're talking about, which toothbrush to pick. How often should I brush my teeth? Things like that people always wanted to know. They're answering those questions and, of course, keeping people on the site longer. And Steve, of course, you do something similar with that with some of your attorneys, correct?
Yeah, I take their podcasts and make videos out of them. We have them take a bunch of pictures of their practice. Maybe we'll get a bunch of stuff from what's one of the free sites? Pixlr? Is that one of the Pixabay?
Pixabay, yep.
And just make slideshows out of them, change them, every few seconds, and rank them and put them on their websites. And
nice.
It allows them. We'll make a blog out of the podcast. It allows them to take what is essentially one medium and turn it into 4 other mediums. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And on top of that, anytime you do that, you're again increasing all of the metrics for your site, because people are going to go from one video to another. They're going to stay longer and whatnot. So it's not only going to help them by listening, but it's going to help the site itself by doing some of those things. So that's one other way that you can make money using video, and that is to put it on your sales pages and on your blogs. So another way that you can make money is going back to YouTube now. How about running a show and having a sponsor for the show? Now, you might not have 20 million views on every video so that you can have YouTube paying you a decent amount of money. But if you have a smaller show, why not have sponsors pay you to do product placements or to talk about their product in the show itself? And we've seen shows like sporting shows. There was an MMA based show that was on YouTube, and they would make money by having people pitch products to them. So they would advertise a training, piece of training apparatus, or they would advertise, gloves for MMA fights, things like that. All of that can be a big help for getting people to make money on their YouTube channel. Get people to pay you to have it done. Why not, right? Best way to do that. And it's, when you run ads, we go back to the beginning here, when you run ads, you don't know what that ad's going to be. You might have like we mentioned, an MMA talk show, and the ads on there might be for Hoover vacuums or Coca-Cola or, whatever it happens to be. But if you bring in your own sponsors and they're very specific to that content, you can charge more money, you get paid directly, and, you can do well with that kind of a thing. So it's a better way to do that.
I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. Here's an example. There's a musician here in Omaha that's a pretty well-known bass player. His name is Derek Higgins, and he's got a pretty big underground following, cult following, whatever you call it. And what he'll do is record albums and self-publish them as vinyl. So there's these companies that press vinyl that'll do 100 records or something like that, and they're all different colors, and they can look like tie-dye and things like that. he does just about a daily vlog. Sometimes he might miss a day or two, where he just talks about what's going on, and then he's got this huge record collection. I mean, it's like, well, you can't see my office, but it'd be like if that wall behind me was just full of records. And so he'll pull out a record and recommend it and talk about it, and then he'll also promote that's how he sells all his vinyls. And he sells out of vinyl every time. I said, why don't you put a Patreon account on that, or why don't you get a sponsor? And he's like, since I'm selling my records on it, I don't feel comfortable doing that. And he's kind of an old hippie guy, so he's got that mindset. But he's able, he could get a sponsor. He could make a lot of money with Patreon. But he sells his albums doing that, and he sells quite a few albums that way.
No, that's fantastic. That's a great
interesting story.
That's a really good way to do that.
And Patreon's another way to monetize it too, which is patreon.com, Patreon.
Yep.
People can pledge $1 a month for what you're doing, all the way up to $100 a month.
Yeah, and that's fantastic for both YouTube channels or even podcasts. Use that quite often, especially ones that aren't going to go out and get a lot of sponsors and whatnot. They'll actually do the Patreon thing. And if you think about this, if you have 1,000 listeners and you can get most of them to donate even $1, that's $1,000 extra a month for doing your podcast. Why not, right? Sounds like
if you've got a very active audience, they'll do it.
Absolutely. So that's another way to get that done, is to use a site like Patreon to get some of those money in the door. And by the way, YouTube actually has a donation program as well. Right now, it's limited to certain types of channels and certain types of content. But as they grow, I have a feeling that that's going to change, and they're going to open that up to everybody. But also on YouTube Live, people can pay you during a YouTube Live right now. So if you're running a YouTube Live, somebody that's on the thing can actually pledge money to you for a couple of reasons. One, just for the heck of it, but they can also pledge money to leave you a message that sticks right in front of you so that you see it. So if you got 1,000 people on your YouTube Live and all those comments are flying by, you're not going to be able to see them. They can pay $5, $10 to get that comment to sit in a box right there so that you can see that and hopefully respond to it. And so that's another way that people can do that. You're not going to make a ton of money doing that probably, but it is another way that you can bring in a few dollars, is to get people to just directly pay you for content through donations and things like that. So a very cool way to do that. Another way to make money with video is affiliate marketing. Now, this one, it can be huge. And, this isn't necessarily just doing some of the more popular ones like JVZoo or Warrior Plus or ClickBank. You can do affiliate marketing using video for all sorts of things. You can do it for, LifeLock was one that we did for a while. You could do Dollar Shave Club. I mean, there's all sorts of things that you could actually get affiliate programs for and use video to promote that. So how do you do that? Well, let's say you're going to do an affiliate for a software. So let's say one that I did that was popular was ScreenFlow for the Mac, which is a kind of like Camtasia on the PC. And what I did was I made a bunch of tutorial videos on how to use ScreenFlow. So everything from how to edit with it, how to do green screen, how to capture your screen, how to adjust your audio, all that kind of stuff. I made a whole series of them. And on each one, I put it out on YouTube, ranked it for specific words when people are looking for different things related to that. I think I've pulled the videos down now because they're onto a whole new version, and so I've got to make them all over again. But people would find those, and they'd be able to click a link below the video, or at the time, a button on the video, since we were doing the overlays where people could click on the overlay. And so they would click on that, they would go back to my bonus page for ScreenFlow. Now, bonus page being kind of a page between the video and the final sales page. So the bonus page might contain that video again, so they can watch, or maybe in the case of that one where there's a bunch of videos, a more generic video on the page itself telling them more about ScreenFlow and why I think it's a good thing. And then we'd say, and by the way, if you buy it today, you're going to get X, Y, Z, A, B, C along with the program itself. If you click this button and buy it now, they buy it now, they get the bonuses. And so you make a sale, you get a percentage of that. In that case, it's a $99 product, and I believe they pay out 10%. So you're only making $9 per thing. But, sometimes on that one program, we would make a few $100s a month just off of that program. And we did it all with just driving videos to the sales page and getting people to purchase that way. And, for the more traditional things like we do a lot, which is the JVZoo products, which is a lot of software, we'll do the same thing. We'll interview people. Maybe we'll interview the guy who created it. Or we'll do a demo of the software itself. Or we'll do a Facebook Live about the software and record it and use it on a bonus page like that. Put that onto the bonus page, put all your bonuses, and once again, get people to click through. Now, the great thing about this is there are more affiliate programs out there than you could ever imagine. Anything you could possibly think of pretty much is going to have some form of affiliate program, even if it's just an Amazon link. So go out there and you can, what's your favorite subject? If you really like software, if you really like graphic software, maybe what you want to do is become an affiliate selling Adobe Photoshop. Mm-hmm. If you're a video editor, maybe you want to be selling Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere. All of these things can lend itself to affiliate programs. And like I said, even if it's just an Amazon link. So you could do reviews of televisions. Maybe you just bought a 60-inch television for your living room that you really like. Why not do a video reviewing that and put your Amazon link in there? And then that way people can look at it and they can go and they can buy it at Amazon. And it doesn't have to be Amazon. There's other programs out there. Even Walmart, I believe, does one as well. So if it's something that's available at Walmart, you could actually put a Walmart link in there. And, and many of them even have private affiliate programs through different places that allow them to do that. So affiliate marketing, a huge way to be able to kind of build up on that. Yeah. So highly recommended. That's what I do. And quite frankly, probably right now about 70% of all of our income comes from this affiliate marketing stuff. So we're talking, we probably do about, I want to say probably in the neighborhood this year, just in affiliate sales, probably somewhere around 400,000 is what we'll probably bring in this year on affiliate sales by the end of the year. Maybe we'll reach 500, hopefully, but, who knows? But 400,000.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's reachable. It's definitely a reachable thing.
You're building a mansion in Atlanta.
I wouldn't call it a mansion, but yes, we are building a new compound in Atlanta. So, paid for by affiliates like you. No, but affiliate marketing is a great way to do that, and anybody can start doing it. It's not, you can start doing it today. Just go out there, find a product you like, make a video, get it onto YouTube, rank that video by doing all the proper SEO, and you could literally start making money as fast as today by doing that. And, back a while ago, a friend of mine that had a podcast, they did a little thing. It's like, well, how fast can somebody make money? And, what I did was, and they got people who would be able to make money in a day or whatever. And I was able to make money in about an hour. And it was by doing exactly that, by putting a video out about a certain product and making a sale off of it. And so it is very possible to be able to make money that quickly doing these types of things. Now, you have to make a lot of videos because you never know which ones are going to take off and which ones aren't. You never know which ones are going to rank well and which ones aren't. You never know which products are going to go away tomorrow. We've done that. At one point, we were doing a diet product. And that diet product was doing, $20,000 a month for us in sales. And one day the government changed something and we couldn't sell it anymore.
Yep.
And that was the end of that. So $20,000 down the drain each and every month. So things do come and go. So you have to really kind of spread yourself out to make sure that you're, making some decent money. Because honestly, sell Adobe Photoshop and you might make $200 a month. Sell something else, you might make $100. Something else might make $1,000. Something else might make $15. Add all that together, and you've got a pretty good income going there. And it lasts. You don't have to record the video every day. Once the video's out there, it's there. And if it just keeps bringing you money day and night, well, then you're going to do okay. We did. Another one we did that did really well before they pulled the affiliate program was DDP Yoga, which was a yoga program that's very popular, and that one did very well for us. I've talked about, Steve, we talked about this one. We actually had people on before in the past talking about this, was a company out of Utah called Stroops that makes sports equipment. So they make these elastic sports, workout equipment. And we did a YouTube channel for them, and that thing made money like crazy. Mm-hmm. We closed a deal that I think in the end was, it was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars just off of one YouTube video, because the person asked a question, we answered the question, and the next thing you know, we found out they were a distributor for the whole UK, and we had a deal worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So believe me, I wish I was making a percentage on that one. I'll tell you, that would have been nice. But believe me, there are ways to make money by doing that, just by getting videos out there. In that case, all we had were training videos on how to use these cool products. They kind of showed off the products and whatnot. And it got enough attention that people asked about it. We answered their questions, and boom, next thing you know, it was making a big sale like that, a big distribution sale. So that's something new too, by the way. That's not, an affiliate thing because it was a distributor, but had it been an affiliate thing, we could make affiliate money that way. So it's I don't want to say it's very easy to do that, but it is not hard to set these things up. Sometimes it might be difficult to make money off of each one. Some of them are going to fail, some of them are going to do well, but what's stopping you from making an affiliate video of something today and putting it up there? If you just did one every day, even if it was a simple one, maybe it was a review of your coffee maker and it's pointing back to Amazon, do that today. Tomorrow, do a demonstration of a software program and point back to JVZoo. The next day, do one of something else. And, next thing you know, you've got all of these different videos out there that are pulling money for you. And, you can do very well by doing that. So affiliate marketing, very, very good way to make money with YouTube videos.
So, we know about JVZoo, and they'll even tell you when new products are coming out and send you an email, and ClickBank and that type of thing. But where else could people look for affiliate products to sell?
Any of your favorite products, go to their website.
Okay.
A lot of times they'll either have their own affiliate program or they'll do it through one of the, there's a lot of different, there's Share a Sale and a whole bunch of these different, affiliate marketing companies that partner with your favorite brands. Mm-hmm. And so if you go to your favorite brand's website, go to the bottom of the page, sometimes they'll literally have an affiliate button. Sometimes they'll have, contact us or different things in there. And you have to look around, but you'll be able to find that many of them have affiliate programs of some sort. And if they don't, go to Amazon. Why not? And the great thing about Amazon is, Amazon has its good and bad points. The good point is it's easy. Everything's on there. You could run an affiliate program for everything. The other good thing is, let's say you're advertising for, you're doing an affiliate program for, a piece of software that's $20. If they go to Amazon and through your link, they buy that software and then they buy a $2,000 TV, well, you get commission on the TV as well. So anything that they purchase, you're going to get commission on. And I believe that it used to last like a long time. I think now it only lasts like 3 days. So if they go back tomorrow and buy something else, you get commission off of that. And I believe it's 3 days that they do that now. It used to be a lot longer. So you can actually make a lot of money on Amazon doing that. The bad thing is, their percentages are terrible. So
and they can pull it away at any time. So pay attention to the terms and conditions.
So you could lose the link suddenly isn't working. There's all sorts of things that could happen. But you're only going to get 3%. So if you sell a $100 product, you're only getting $3. So you're not going to make a ton of money off of that. But it's worth it.
But anyhow, it is easy. Just just be aware of what Ray just said, and like I said, pay attention to.
And believe it or not, there's even even iTunes has an affiliate program, right. So you could review music or apps or things like that, and actually make money through that as well. You're not going to make much because there's not a ton of margin on those, but you can make a little bit of a percentage off of those if you review those types of products as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's affiliate marketing. Now, the next one I want to talk about is actually very similar to the affiliate marketing, and that's what's called CPA, which is cost per action. And in many cases, it's almost identical to affiliate sales in that you've got a product, you're putting out a video, maybe you're reviewing the product, you're driving people to a sales page, and either they're buying the product or maybe they're just signing up. And the way this works is, for instance, if you're doing a CPA offer for an insurance company, you might get paid every time somebody just puts in their zip code. So if you say, hey, you're looking for insurance, we've got a great insurance company right here. They click on that, they go to the page, they put in their zip code, immediately you make $2. They didn't buy anything, but you made $2 or $5 or $7 or whatever it happens to be. Some of the programs, it might be as much as $50 or $100. Yeah. So there's a lot of different things you can do there. And we've done that. We actually did with insurance, what we did was we made a whole bunch of insurance videos for local areas, and we put out all these videos and ranked in all these little cities. Well, obviously we don't have an insurance company in each of those cities. The idea being that we would reach out to local insurance companies and say, hey, we've got a video, it's bringing in leads, do you want it? But I thought, heck, what are we going to do with this? Until we have these people, because, it's going to take a while to even talk to this many people to get them to do it. So what I did was I did a CPA offer on all of those videos. So the link in there just took them to a CPA offer for insurance. And then as we got insurance agents that wanted to be part of it, we just replaced the CPA offer with the actual insurer in that area. And so they got the leads, but that allowed us to make a little bit of money while we're waiting. But you don't even have to, you don't even have to go out and find it. Why not just do it and just leave it there and collect, from those local businesses on the CPA offers? It's another great way to do that. One really popular thing with the CPA offers is health related products. So there are companies like Market Health and Sell Health that actually have a whole bunch of different products that you can do CPA offers on, and they pay pretty well. Somebody signs up, you might make $50, and I believe that you can choose whether you want to get a true CPA, which is they sign up for even a free thing, you get paid, or if you want to make a percentage of the actual sale, you can do either one, whichever one you think makes more sense for you, and kind of works both ways there. But CPA is another great way to be able to do that. And there are a lot of, there are a lot of CPA programs out there that have all sorts of different things, from apps to, to insurance companies, to roofers and bathroom remodelers. So there's a lot of different things that you can do through the CPA program. So it's definitely something worth checking out if you're going to make money with video. All right. And the final one I want to talk about is local marketing. So obviously, there are a lot of plumbers and doctors and lawyers in your city or in your state or in your general area, and those people need more leads and more sales. Why not use video to help drive leads and sales to them? So what we do is we create videos. So we might create a plumbing video, and we'll customize that plumbing video to mention a certain area. And sometimes we'll even go out and get a tracking phone number and put a tracking phone number on that video. We'll rank that video in that area, start collecting leads, and then either sell off the leads or lease out the actual video to a local business. So if we're getting plumbing leads, we'd contact Joe the plumber and say, hey, we're getting leads here. Do you want them? And if they want them, well, we give them to them. Well, we don't give them to them. We sell them to them. Or we say, do you want this pointing to you, to your website, to your phone number? And if they do, then we charge them a monthly fee. They get access to that. They start getting sales. And you can take, the great thing about this is, we do it by ranking to page 1, but we can also do video ads. So you take that video, go to YouTube, run ads with it to people in that local area, and you'll start getting qualified people calling that phone number and clicking that website. And so you can make a pretty good living doing that. The other thing you can do is obviously work directly with a local business. So contact your plumber and say, hey, do you want help with online marketing? We can make videos for you. Start shooting videos with that actual plumber, posting those videos, ranking those videos, using them as billboards, hopefully on page 1 of Google, to drive back to the original person. And this may be, if you're willing to get on the phone or make emails, make some emails and whatnot, you could very quickly and very easily pick up a big check from one of these companies. You get out there, contact them on the phone. If they're interested, hey, it's $1,000 to come out and shoot this video. Boom, we want to do that. Here's $1,000. And you've made your first $1,000 very quickly. You have to be somewhat aggressive, to the point, not to the point of being rude, but aggressive in that you've got to make phone calls. You've got to talk to people. You've got to send emails to people. You've got to be willing to really put yourself out there. And you're going to get told no a lot of times, but you're going to find that person who says yes, and they're going to cut you a check. And you can't beat that. So local marketing is a great way to go. It's what we did for so many years. That was the one thing that we did, before we did podcasts and before we did YouTube and before we did trainings. That's what we did. We did local marketing. So get out there and make some videos for them local folks. What do you think, Steve? You got any ideas? What else can people do to make money that I missed?
No, I think you got it all in there. The one thing that's good is on the affiliate marketing. If you've got products that you like, see if they got an affiliate program. Also, if there's podcasts you listen to that talk about new products, that's the time to get in on it, because you can rank for those things. And
absolutely, yeah. Listen to your favorite podcast. You'll see who pays money. Dollar Shave Club sponsors half of the podcasts that I listen to. Blue Apron sponsors the other half. So get out there and listen to some podcasts, because you're going to find out who spends the money on the advertising, with those types of things. And podcasting, videos, it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other as far as making content. So you might as well do both. But, that's who's going to sponsor those types of things. So.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, good stuff, Ray. And, well, of course, we'll have show notes on this, and I'll post the show. We distribute this Facebook Live to a lot of different pages, but if you go to the Video Marketing Madness page, the page for the podcast, I'll have the show notes in a comment, and you can get them there, and also available on all the podcatchers. So, cool stuff.
Yes,
all right.
Indeed. And so, with that, ready for a Mindset Matters, Steve?
I'm ready for a Mindset Matters.
All right.
And now, Mindset Matters.
So it worked.
Yes, it did work. I preloaded it, which for whatever reason, that one always gives us trouble. But, for today's, I want to talk about something a little bit different. Steve, have you ever meditated?
Well, I used to smoke a lot of pot. Does that count?
No, that doesn't count.
Oh.
Meditation, a lot of people, it's not something, to me, that was always kind of a funny little thing that I would, you'd think of the guy sitting there in a triangle with his hand, that's the kind of things that we think about with that. But, I've talked to a lot of different people that teach meditation and talk about it and just how it clears the mind and how it helps you to get yourself ready and motivated and whatnot. And so I began to do that. And the way that I've done it is with an app for your phone called Headspace. Now, Headspace is a great little app. It's free. There is a paid version you can upgrade to for different things, but the free version teaches you how to meditate and takes you step by step through the process. It gives you full control, because you can do sessions of 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending upon how much time you want to devote to this, and they'll walk you through exactly how to do it. And they teach you kind of some of the subtle nuances of even self-hypnosis in that, which is kind of an underlying thing in there, which can be very beneficial to people that are trying to get their head in the right place to get started. So
watch my pen.
Yes, watch the pen as we get hypnotized. So highly recommended if you're looking to improve your day, if you're looking to get yourself focused, if you're looking to clear your head, check it out, Headspace. It's free on the app stores, Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store. So check it out. It can really make a difference in your day. I've been doing it for a little while now, and I really like it. It really helps me to concentrate and to clear my head and get started with each of my days. So now it's a part of my morning routine.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's the radio show about video. This should be your weekly routine, Thursday afternoons, normally about 1 or 1:30 Central Time. But the radio show about video, Video Marketing Madness with Ray the Video Guy, and I'm Steve Sleeper. Today's show made possible by
freevideoeditor.co. This is your opportunity to start editing like a pro without paying those pro prices by heading on over to freevideoeditor.co. Download our Shotcut Video app and some of the bonuses, goodies that we have to go along with it, and you'll be editing in no time. But it all starts with heading over to freevideoeditor.co and leave off the last M for meditation.
Meditation. There you go.
Perfect, right?
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Well.
Tie-in segue. And did you say rap?
I did say rap, so we're going to wrap it up here by playing a little bit of rap. And here it is, the world famous, only for $5 on Fiverr, the Ray the Video Guy rap.
It's obvious.
Biggie. He's Ray, the video guy. Yeah, Ray, the video guy. His skill is where it's at. Even if he's a little fat, he's filled with video expertise and has so much knowledge that you need, he stays sharp like a crease in his pants. His YouTube ninja tricks can make your marketing super sick. He's Ray the Video Guy, yeah. Ray the Video Guy, yeah.